I'm really, really, really excited to have our next guest here. And look at the setup, right? Like, look at the setup that we have here for Eoin Harrington, right? I mean, I was looking forward to this moment from very early in the morning because we started on Eastern time. So I had to, go up and meet the team. It was actually dark when I met with them, and I run every morning. So you can imagine what time I was up this morning. But I was looking forward to this moment, and I'm delighted to have Eoin Harrington here. Eoin, how are you?
I'm good, Ron. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing amazing. I mean, who would have imagined that this idea, that something that was like literally an idea of the back of a napkin 3.5 weeks ago, less than 4 weeks ago, is now a thriving event, FestiHealth, and brings together hundreds of people in the community that host thousands now to really work with us together, not to work with us together, to have fun together, right? Like, this is not work, this is fun, right? So it's just fantastic. I just shared with the audience the amazing speakers that we had today. We have practitioners, we have trainers, we have all kind of instructors, yoga and exercise, and I'm just seeing that Oran Goldstein just joined us. He's a chef who's going to cook us an amazing healthy dinner a bit later, and we have entertainers. We had Missy Modell, who's a comedian. That Eoin, she was wonderful. She was really great as well. She was singing a song about Dr. Fauci. That was just amazing, and so it's just like, it's been a delight. And doctors, a whole doctors panel every single hour, a different group of doctors on a panel on COVID-19, on pediatrics, OB-GYN, general practice, and now there's going to be a panel on AI and innovation in healthcare, and all Health that brought their amazing network of almost 100,000 doctors and brought a bunch of them here, and people love them. I mean, people really love them. They love the interactions in the cafe, in the Juice Bar Cafe. But really, I waited for this moment, to be honest with you, and with all this wealth of everything that's happening right now, just for looking at your backdrop there, and I actually wish I was there. How are you?
Whenever you're ready, come on by.
No, we're absolutely ready. I met Eoin, gosh, it's more than a decade ago, I think, at this point. I was introduced to him by a mutual friend in the context of creating one of the first TEDx event. I have been a member of the TED community for, gosh, I don't even know how many years now. And when the TEDx just started, I received the privilege to run TEDx Silicon Valley, which was one of the first ones at Stanford University, actually. We had it at Stanford, if you remember, Eoin. Wow. And somebody said to me, you have to meet this guy because he's like a rare combination of an amazingly talented business person, but also more than that, an even more talented musician. And he had a band, and he's like, I mean, and he was, I think you were in healthcare back then, if I remember well.
Yeah, I was in Genentech, but I moved on to other things, my own business, my own company. But when you called up and mentioned FestiHealth, I was like, absolutely, I want to be involved and do something, do a part for this day. Kudos to you for putting this together. It's a fantastic event, and so quickly as well that you've assembled all the different speakers and brought this thing into reality at a time when we need something entertaining and different for us to engage with and do.
Wonderful. Tell us about what excites you these days.
I'm actually working on my company, which is about a year and a bit old. Yeah, about a year and a couple months old right now, but it's going great. We're at 13 people, and we're growing very, very quickly. So it's wonderful. It's my first proper startup. I was in Genentech for a while, then Restoration Hardware for a while. And now it's my own company, so it's a fun journey, whole different set of challenges, but we're loving it. It's going great, so we're happy. But happy to take a little respite from the work and play a couple of songs, whenever possible. I don't get to play as much anymore, so it's nice to be asked to be involved in something like this today. So I thought I'd do a couple of different songs. I thought I'd do two originals that are somewhat apt to the current environment, and then I thought I'd do a song that's apt to the surroundings. So this back here is Sausalito, And so there's a very famous song that was written by a very famous performer, and he wrote it on the docks of Sausalito. So, bonus points to anyone in the chat room there who knows who actually wrote that song, what song I'm talking about. Let's see if anyone guesses it. Anybody guessing what song I'm talking about? Nope. Anyone? Nope. Okay, we'll see. Maybe someone will get it in a few minutes. But we'll have 2 songs worth to hear before that comes up.
Hold on, somebody answered. Sitting on the dock of the bed, sitting on the dock.
Don Jones, you won a special prize that Ron.
See, that's the power of the community. Owen, that's the power of the community.
Yeah, Don, you won something. I don't know what it is yet, but Ron's going to surprise you with the prize.
Awesome. I'll give you, Owen, I'll give you the whole stage. We're delighted to have you here. And you're on for an amazing treat. So have fun.
Thanks a lot. So this first song, guys, is called New Year's Day, and it was written a while back, but the concept, the idea is not hanging around until December 31st to make New Year's resolutions. Just do it today. So, this whole last couple of months has brought around a lot of, reflection and thoughts on, lots of different things. And I think for me, it's brought around the realization that, you do it today, do it now, make those changes today. So this song, I think, is apt for that reason, and it's called New Year's Day, and here it goes. Let me know if can you guys hear me right now? Just to make sure it's coming through. Can you hear? Anyone in the chat, just say yes. Yeah, all good. Okay. You and I will make a vow and tell ourselves we won't allow or have the world pull down again, drown again. The birds can't seem to find peace. Honey, don't you cry, they're coming back. Oh yeah, fingers crossed. Your mother would be so proud of what you become, of all you said and all you've done. And if there's nowhere else to run today, take the time to see that every day can be a New Year's Day. Every day another dies for what some call truth, and others lies as one court jester testifies. We've won again, and look at how advanced we are. I wrote these words in TiVo 24. Same time, praise the Lord. Mother would be so proud of what you become, of all you said and all you've done. And if there's nowhere else to run today, I'll take the time to see that every day can be a New Year's Day. Open eyes, feeling the warmth of sunlight. Baby, got rise as the air, gentle breeze, muscle left thoughts in mind of every kind of soul. I hope she's so proud of what I've become, of all I've said and all I've done. And if there's nowhere else to wrong today. I'll take the time to see that every day can end. On the count of three, bring on in with me. There we go. Could you hear that? Audible? Okay, we're good. This next one is called, it's my first time ever doing a cast like this, so it's a bit strange. But this next one is called Hang On Tight. So it was written for a show called The Deadliest Catch, actually, which is this fisherman show where the guys were out there braving the elements, and they wanted a song that was going to be used over the backdrop of the main character being out on the boat by himself, braving the rough seas. So it's a moody piece, but I thought this could also work well for all of us who are hanging on tight as we are sheltering in place here around America, around the world. So this one, this was a guitar one, but it's called Hang On Tight. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's going down, it's going right. It's gonna last a long, long way past our life. Somehow I find myself out here. Tell me, where have I thrown all these years? Oh, help me now. It keeps coming through the day and the night. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. There's something back home that will make it alright. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. It's gonna rain, it's gonna pour. Feels like 1,000 years or more since I've seen shore. The days all seem the same to me. Tell me, is this what I'm meant to be? Oh, help me now. It keeps coming through the day and the night. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. There's something back home that will make it alright. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. I'm gonna hang on. You wanna fight where your best begin. I don't give up and I don't give in, so try me. In the dark of the deepest blue, I see your face and I know it's you, and I ain't scared to lose. Lord, watch me now. I keep coming through the day and the night. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. There's something inside that will make it alright. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. Oh, I'm gonna hang on, hold on, hang on tight. All right, so last song, here we go. Don Jones? What was his name again? Who got the song right? Can't remember, but this is for you. Yeah, it was written down here on the docks of Sausalito. So it's called Dock of the Bay, and I'm sure most of you know it. Here it is. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and I'll watch them roll away again. Oh, I'm just a sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'm just a sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, heading for the Frisco Bay. Yeah, now I had nothing to live for. Look like nothing's gonna come my way. Now I'm just a sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'm just a sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Looks like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I remain the same way. Here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. Oh Lord, no 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just a sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'm just a sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. We're so long, you know. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure to play for you.